Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jordan. This is your 30 minutes Vinyasa flow. I'm so excited that you're here, that you made this amazing choice to give yourself a gift of breath and movement today. No props are required. However, if you're like me and you like to have the option to give yourself the gift of space at any time, throughout your practice, feel free to grab a couple of blocks, place them on either side of your mat near the top of your space. We will begin lying on the back body. Take your time to arrive there. Maybe you'd like to take a moment to stretch out long from fingertips to toes and arrive in a Shavasana shape. Always an option to have the knees bent. Give your low back a little bit of support. Allow the hands to rest naturally at either side and be fully supported here. Embrace the pull of gravity and come home to a steady breath. Notice the chest, the abdomen, the rib cage rise and fall as breath blooms through the body. Soften the face. And take a moment to find an even inhale and exhale. Bringing this gentle awareness to our in breaths and out breaths to drop our pin in this moment without judgment. As you're ready, we'll find a nice deep breath in together, filling all the way from the low abdomen to the rib cage, to the collarbone. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Beautiful. Inhale to stretch out long from fingertips to toes. A good morning stretch. Roll out the wrists, the ankles, spread the fingers. And on your exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side, hip to hip. And allow both feet to meet the earth. Plant the palms on either side of the body. Fingertips reaching for the heels. Heels reaching for the sit bones. On an inhale, lift for bridge pose. Curling the tail towards the sky. Hip points shining skyward, almost trending towards the backs of the knees as you put a lot of pressure into the heels. Almost like you want to drag them to the shoulder blades. Bring the chin to the sky and the chest towards the chin. And on your exhale, release, slow and steady. Next, inhale, right leg high. Point and flex, roll the ankle, spread the toes. And find your figure 4, right ankle, top of the left thigh. Option to stay grounded here with the left foot. Maybe rock side to side, hip to hip. We can always opt for a bind. Keeping head, neck, shoulders soft and rooted. No tension in the head and the neck, the shoulders. Find one more deep breath in here. Maybe pull the left knee in a little closer as you invite the right knee to press a little further away. And on your exhale, left foot meets the earth, figure 4 bridge. Root down through the left foot. Inhale to lift the hips, any amount, big breath in. Exhale, release, figure 4 twist. Right foot up and over to the left. Maybe take the right hand and the gaze out to the right. 2 full cycles of breath here. Use your inhale to guide the knees back through center, uncross, and take the left foot high, point and flex. Maybe spread the toes, roll out the ankle. And as you're ready, left ankle crosses over the top of the right thigh. Find your figure 4. Maybe rocking side to side, hip to hip. Maybe this side calls for something a little bit different. Take a moment to notice its uniqueness and follow the depth and quality of your breath. One more inhale here. And exhale, right foot meets the earth. Plant the palms on either side of the hips. And inhale the hips any amount towards the sky. Figure 4 bridge. And exhale, release into your twist. Left foot crosses over to the right. Maybe gaze falls over the left shoulder. 2 breaths here. Find an inhale to guide the knees, the legs back through center. Uncross and stretch out long one more time. And bring knees to chest, rock side to side, hip to hip, or up and down the length of the spine. Taking a moment to say hello to the back body, your breath, your movement. And we'll meet in a tabletop shape. Getting there your way, maybe rolling over to one side and pressing up, or rocking and rolling over the feet. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists, rooting down through the tops of the feet or the toes tapped. Inhale to soften the belly down, lift the heart for cow pose. Maybe tick-tock the chin from side to side. And exhale to press the earth away, round the spine, chin towards the chest, cat pose. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. One more. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Let all the breath out. Press the earth away, claw into the fingerprints, elbow creases, look forward. And come back to neutral. Tuck the toes, sink the hips towards the heels. Think cow pose as you take a big breath in, press into the toes, the bottoms of the feet. And on your exhale, tail tilts towards the sky, downward dog. Pedal out the feet. Press into the L of each hand. Maybe keep a generous bend in the knees, melt belly towards tops of the thighs as tail tilts towards the sky and elbow creases. Try to rock forward. Heels can melt towards the earth, but they don't have to come anywhere close. Take what you need to explore your own individual alignment here. Make space for your breath. One more inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, step, crisscross walk to the top of your space. Maybe rolling through the bottom of each foot. Finding Uttanasana, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, slide the palms to the tops of the thighs, little grasshopper leg, elbows, head pulls forward with the heart. Weight is in the ball of each foot. Exhale, fold, hinge at the hip. Inhale, round spine, root to rise, high mountain. Maybe press the hips gently forward. Think long puppy belly. And exhale, fold, bend the knees to hinge at the hips. Protect your low back. Inhale, half lift, slide the palms to the shins. Long spine, maybe slight tuck of the chin. And exhale, bend the knees, Uttanasana, forward fold. Step the left toes back and ground the left knee. Finding a low lunge. Maybe we'd like to stay low on blocks or interlace the hands on the top of the right thigh. Or inhale, press the palms together, reach for the sky as you guide the right hip back to meet the left. Left toes tucked or rooting down through the top of the foot. Find an inhale here. Squeeze the inner thighs to an invisible midline. And exhale to release. Paint the palms forward as you pull the right hip back, half split. Scooch your right heel forward. Dig the right heel into the earth. And charge your right sit bone towards the back of your space. Spine nice and long. Spread the toes. Flex the foot. Big breath in. Exhale, release, rebend the right knee, tuck the left toes, lift the knee, and launch for standing L, top of your space. Maybe fingerprints reach for blocks or the earth. Maybe we'd like to let the head hang heavy. Left toes turn down, left inner thigh spirals skyward, charging up through that standing leg. One more inhale here. Exhale, left foot meets the right. And inhale, biceps by the ears, chair pose. Weight is in the heels. Maybe we lift the toes to test this theory. Exhale to sink a little deeper. Inhale, high mountain, press into the feet. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, half lift, maybe fingertips on the mat or on blocks, long spine. Exhale to fold and step the left toes back. Just kidding, step the right toes back, drop the right knee, and find your low lunge, your version. Maybe interlacing the hands, maybe this side calls for something a little bit different. Creating length in the torso. And using your exhales to sink the hips forward rather than down, lengthening up and out of our lumbar spine, protecting our beautiful joints today. One more inhale, maybe press the palms together, gaze up at the thumbs. Then exhale, release, half splits, pull the left hip back, scooch the left heel forward, maybe explore a bend in the left knee or staying up tall on your blocks, and dig the left heel into the earth as you charge the left sit bone towards the back of your space. One more inhale here, like you could breathe from the tail to the crown, sweeping the breath up the spine. And exhale, rebend the left knee, tuck the right toes, launch for standing L, your version, right toes turn down. Light up through your standing leg, sealing the circumference of that foot evenly. One more inhale here. And exhale, release, right foot meets the left, knees bent, chair pose, Utkatasana. Maybe biceps by the ears, hands at the heart or the hips. Take what you need. One more inhale here. And exhale, release, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, round spine, root to rise. Sweep the breath from the bottoms of the feet through the fingertips. Like you could breathe beyond your fingerprints, reaching up, high mountain. And exhale, Samastiti, thumbs at the sternum. Pause to notice. Take a cycle of breath here. Notice if we're just hanging out in our joints and bring a little bit of integrity to this shape. Space for your breath. And inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, your version, long spine. Exhale to fold, step the feet back to plank, knees up or down. And inhale to shift forward, elbows over the wrists and lower all the way to the abdomen. Sliding the palms in line with the ribs, setting up for Cobra, Bhujangasana, root down through the tops of the feet. Maybe the knees lift slightly off the earth. Inhale to extend through the crown. As you root down through the pubic bone, maybe find a slight tuck of the chin here. Maybe hover the palms any amount. And release. Tuck the toes. Press through plank or tabletop and make your way to your downward facing dog. Finding a cycle of breath here as we warm up through the body. And as you're ready, root down through the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg high, option to bend the knee, open the hip, and press into the right hand. Find your scorpion tail, level out the shoulders as you stack the hips. One more inhale, try to point that right knee towards the sky as you root down through the left heel. Maybe find a little bend in the knee. Exhale brings you back to three-legged dog, hips square, right toes turned down. Inhale here, maybe kick the right heel a little higher. Exhale, knee to chest, ripple forward like a wave and step right foot towards right thumb. Ground the left knee, Anjayanasana one more time. Inhale to lift, front knee over front ankle. Exhale, airplane arms, half splits. Guide the right hip back to meet the left, any amount. Lengthening through the right leg, toes flex. Always an option to keep fingerprints on the earth. Inhale to roll through, find your low lunge, tuck the left toes, and exhale to lift, kick into the left heel. Inhale here, high lunge. Exhale, left foot meets the right, chair pose, airplane arms, top of your space. Inhale here, find length in the crown, from the crown to the tail. And exhale, option to hover the heels off the earth any amount, maybe keeping a nice bend in the knees, a lower center of gravity to help with balance. Drinking bird. Notice how our exhales can inspire a little core engagement and maybe find a little bit more stability. One more inhale here. And exhale, heels kiss the earth, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. Inhale here. And exhale, open twist to the left. Right hand forward, left hand back. Beautiful. Begin to tilt the head forward as you guide the left heel towards your left glute. Opening up to Ardha Chandrasana, our half moon. Left hip externally rotates. Left foot flexed. Shoulders stacked. Inhale. And exhale, slow and steady, bend into the right knee, left toes touch down, light as a feather, warrior two, front knee over front ankle. Pause for a cycle of breath here. Maybe imagine extending beyond each fingertip. And flip the right palm, inhale, shift forward, up and back, reverse your warrior, pull the right thumb back, peel the heart open. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. Lengthen through the torso. Sweep your left hand forward, pinkies down. Two more. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Maybe hand reaches for the ankle or a block or the forearm to the thigh. Last one, dance your warrior. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Base stays stable. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten through the right leg, right hand reaches. Exhale to rebend into the right knee, cartwheel the palms down, left palm plants, left heel lifts, dragonfly twist, right arm reaches high, big breath in. On an exhale, find side plank on the left, rolling to the outside edge of your left foot, Vashisthasana, your version. Maybe we stack the ankles, put one heel in front of the other foot, or you can always use one leg as a kickstand, stacking the shoulders, lifting from center. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Right palm plants. Option to lower belly to cobra, or maybe you'd like to lower halfway. Find chaturanga. And on an inhale, roll onto the tops of the feet, upward dog. Use your exhale to take the hips up high, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come back to that steady cycle of breath you cultivated at the beginning of class, and find a moment of stillness here, of presence. And as you're ready, root down through the right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Option to keep the left toes down, three-legged dog, or stack the hips, bend the knee, find your scorpion tail. Press into the left hand. Elbow creases still trying to shine forward. Left knee tries to reach towards the sky. One more inhale. And exhale, three-legged dog, left toes turn down. On an inhale, maybe bend a little into the right knee, kick your left heel a little higher. And exhale, knee to chest, shift forward and step your left foot towards your left thumb. Hips width stance, right knee grounds. Inhale, low lunge. Anjaneyasana, your version. Exhale, airplane arms, half splits. Pull the left hip back to meet the right. Inhale to roll through. Find your Anjaneyasana, your version. Squeeze the inner thighs together, inspire, lengthen the torso, tuck the toes, and use your exhale to kick into the right foot. Lift the knee, high lunge. Inhale here. Like you're holding something big and round in your palms overhead. On an exhale, airplane chair, top of your space, right foot meets the left. Weight is in the heels, knees bend any amount. On an inhale, roll the shoulders back, glide them down the back body like butter on toast. And maybe we lift the heels any amount. We try not to squish any cats that are hanging out in the doorway. I'm looking at my cat right now being super cute. Oh my goodness. Anyway, drinking bird, here we are. Notice if we can grow a little bit longer. Like there's a string from navel to heel. And on your exhale, release, heels meet the earth. One-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Any amount. Find your drishti here. Inhale. Exhale, open twist to the right. Left hand forward, right hand back. Keep the hips relatively neutral. And as you're ready, bend into the left knee. Keep the hands as they are and begin to tilt the head forward as you bring the right heel towards the right glute. Maybe left hand reaches for a block or the earth, and you open up, bloom into your half moon. Shoulders stacked. Kick into the left foot like you want to stamp it on your back wall. One more inhale here. Exhale, bend into the left knee, slow and steady. Right foot lands, warrior two. Press into the outside edge of your right foot. And if we feel like we're surfing forward, maybe we lean back just a bit. Lift the chin, gaze down the middle finger. Dancing warrior, inhale, reverse. Left hand forward, up and back. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. Two more, your breath, your movement. Inhaling to reverse. And exhaling, side angle. Last one. Beautiful work, my friends. Reverse your triangle. Inhale. Like you could sweep your breath from the bottom of your left foot up and out the left fingertips. And exhale to bend into the left knee. Cartwheel the palms down. Right palm plants. Dragonfly twist. Left hand reaches. Beautiful. On an exhale, side plank on the right. Maybe we keep our left foot on the earth. Stack the heels. Take what you need. Stacking the shoulders. Left hand can do whatever feels, good to you today. This is your practice. It's Leo season. Feel free to be a little dramatic. I love that for you. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Left palm plants. Find your flow. And take it back to downward facing dog. Your breath, your movement. Last downward dog. Take a moment to pedal it out. Elbow creases, look forward. Notice the difference between this down dog and your first down dog. Cultivate a moment of gratitude simply by noticing the breath, yeah? Using this awareness to say thank you. Thank you to the body. Thank you to the breath. And as you're ready, inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. And exhale, slow descend of the knees. Sink the hips towards the heels, kneeling, passing through a kneeling shape, back of your space. Sink the hips to one side, kick the legs out long. Maybe scoot your booty bones up just a bit. We'll find a seated fold here. Always an option to take the heels wide, bring something beneath the knees or the sit bones. Inhale to reach, grow tall. Exhale to hinge and fold any amount, maybe keeping some integrity in the spine on tented fingers or blocks. Or maybe you'd like to let the head hang heavy and the spine round, or support the forehead with a block. We won't be here for too long. Allow the breath to begin returning to its natural rhythm in this gentle inward shape. Every inhale, a new beginning, new space, a new door opened. And every exhale, inviting release, inviting a step forward. safety in the presence of surrender. As you're ready, begin to curl the fingerprints back towards the hips. Find a little bend to the knees if you'd like, and a nice slow, steady roll on down back to the back body, back where we started. We did it. Inhale, reach long fingertips to toes, big breath, big stretch. And exhale, hug the right knee in towards the chest. And allow the right knee to cross up and over to the left, supine twist. Maybe taking the right hand out to the right. Maybe the gaze falls to one side or stays neutral. Inviting the pull of gravity into your practice. As you're ready, inhale the right knee back through center, kick it out long, and exhale left knee in towards the chest, guide it up and over to the right, any amount. And if the left knee is hanging out up in space, maybe we bring a block or blanket or pillow to support. Take some of the effort out of doing as we move closer to rest, our Shavasana. On your next inhale, guide the left knee back through center. And you can either kick the left leg long to meet the right, finding a Shavasana shape, a more traditional corpse pose shape, if that feels supportive to you. Or you can bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet wide, maybe knees knocked together gently for constructive rest. Or maybe you'd like a reclined bound angle for a little bit more space in the hips, a little bit more space for your breath. This is your time to rest and digest the nutrients of your practice, to honor the effort it took to make it here today. Maybe not just to your mat, but to this moment. You're right exactly where you're supposed to be, and you are right exactly how you're supposed to be in your Shavasana. You are welcome to stay in your Shavasana shape for as long as time allows. But if you're ready to take this practice off the mat and into the rest of your day, I invite you to deepen the breath. Bring a gentle awareness to the surface supporting you, the air on your skin, maybe the ears picking up on sounds nearby. And bring yourself, your body back to wakefulness with care with any small movements that feel the best to you, feel intuitive, organic. Wiggle of the fingers, toes. Over time, I invite you to stretch out long, a good morning stretch. Maybe shine your rib cage towards the sky like a happy cat in a sunlit window. Inviting this new and beautiful space you created today to come up off the mat with you into the rest of your day. If you'd like, we can meet in a comfortable seat, maybe with the gaze soft or the eyes still closed down. And take a deep breath in together to celebrate this past half hour spent in community doing yoga and honor the decision you made to fill your cup today, to bring a little bit more presence to the world. You can join the thumbs together at the heart, Anjali Mudra. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Thank you for being here today, for sharing your time, your energy, and your practice, not only with me, but with each other. Namaste. Thank you again. My name is Jordan. I'm here same time, same place on Tuesdays and Thursdays for your 30-minute Vinyasa. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I will see you again next time. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Oh, Nicole, amazing. Yes, I love practicing with you as well. Thank you, Helene. Awesome. I will see y'all again next time. Have a lovely rest of your day.